Hello, welcome to Off the Clock Attorney Talk. I'm Scott Hislop.
And I'm Brad Crockett. And today we're going to cover our third video in our series on estate planning. We're going to talk about wills and trusts. So Scott, I want to do my estate plan. Should I do a will or should I do a trust?
That's the big question. Probably the best thing to do is figure out what a will is, or understand what a will is and what a trust is. What's a will? A will is a document that we create as part of an estate plan that identifies where assets go and to whom they go and who's going to help with that process. That document happens or becomes effective at our death. What's a trust? A trust is a legal entity. It's an organization or a box that we put things into, we create, it then provides for us. So there's different parties who are involved in a trust. There is the person who sets the trust up, you, me. There's a trustee who oftentimes is the same person who sets it up. And then there's the beneficiary. Beneficiary is the person who benefits from the use of the assets in the trust. The choice of what one to do really kind of depends on the circumstances that you have.
So you mentioned a trustee. What's a trustee's role in handling the trust?
Trustee has a really important role. The trustee's role is to manage all of the assets that the person puts into the trust for the benefit of those beneficiaries. Their job is to make sure that everything goes in, everything's taken care of, and that those assets that are in the trust are used for the benefit of the beneficiary.
So can the same person create the trust, be the trustee, and the beneficiary?
Yes, and most often that's the way it is in a revocable living trust estate planning scenario. Spouses will be co-grantors or people who set the trust up. They'll be co-trustees. They'll also be co-beneficiaries. A trustee, though, will change at death. Right? The will document passes asset at death. The trust holds asset while we're alive. And then at death, if I'm a trustee and I die, we need to have somebody else being the trustee. If there's spouses, oftentimes the surviving spouse will be the successor trustee, the trustee who is the trustee after I die or one of the spouses dies. If both spouses pass away, there's often an alternate successor trustee, which is either a family member or a trusted person, or sometimes a professional, a bank, trust department, that sort of thing, who will be the trustee managing those assets for the beneficiary.